Hello everybody and welcome to Fridays with Maniac4Bricks. Now I know for a while I haven't uploaded videos on the channel. It's because I've been trying to work on new ways of making videos, new video types themselves, just trying to make the quality of each of the videos better and so on. So bear with me as I work on new things behind the scenes. It will mean that there is just a gap, like there already has been for the past week or two, of very few, if any, videos. But I'm looking forward to what's going to be coming up. I also wasn't feeling that well earlier, so I was, wasn't really up for speaking a lot in recording a lot of videos. So I didn't want to pass that on to the YouTube space. I also wanted to do a lot more cleanup in the Lego room so that I can have more organization. It'll be a lot more video content to talk about because I'll have more, like changes and maybe a town setup finally. You guys know for a while, I always come up with ideas more frequently than I get to implement them. So I actually have to take some time out from doing videos on a regular basis in order to make those things happen. So, we got a big haul for today, and I hope you guys please bear with me. I appreciate your patience with everything that's going on. So thank you very much for just sticking around. I will still be available through social media. I've been using a lot more of Twitter, and I'm still on Instagram as well. You can find me through Facebook. I'll try to upload a few things here and there. I sometimes pass things off that I find through Twitter or so on onto there, so you can check those out. So, we got a big haul for today, and this is a combination of things from eBay, things from Toys R Us, things from ToyCon New Jersey 6 last weekend. I was there as a vendor, and I was also buying. I was probably buying more than I was vending, but anyways, I had a whole bunch of Hot Wheels there, so it was all good. It was fun, and I got to see some nice people again. So, yeah, I think it's all the places that everything's from, so let's get right to it. It's going to be a backwards haul because, not a reverse haul, but a backwards order of the haul because I recorded it at first, and then I ran out of space, so I have to re-record it now, so it's like take two. So let's get right to it. We have two Series 3 packs. I got about $6 each. I was able to feel the packs, so now this should be the last two figures that I need for the Collectible Minifigure Series 3 on the Collectathon. There's going to be a lot of Collectathon footage, or material, I should say, in this haul. So there's that. Then we have a couple of figures. I met up with a guy called Corey. He does a whole bunch of different things, but he's also a really big fan of Lego. He's also into building a whole bunch of stuff out of Lego. Even his kids, they're doing really good. Like, they have some excellent models. I've seen him send pictures. But anyways, he traded a couple of his figures with me for one of my Funko Pop Jango Fett figures. I had one for a while because I bought the Play and Collect pack that had Lego Star Wars 3 with it, meant to get the game. So he has the Funko Pop now. He's into those. So this is the Roman soldier with the wrong sword. It's actually a custom sword, but not bad. And I'll add that into the CMF wall. This is Jack McHammer from Monster Fighters. You guys remember from Halloween, I had a Monster Fighters haul. I'm still divvying out everything from there because there's just a lot of jumbled pieces. But I'm looking forward to talking more about them and a lot of other Lego things on video at some time in the future. This is the Pumpkin King, as he calls it. It's a custom figure. He does a bunch of custom figures out of Lego parts and even sometimes out of custom people's parts. For example, the head in here is the Jack Skellington custom head from Firestar Toys. I know he also comes with a pitchfork, but I think I have that left in another bag. But happy to have this. Might be a nice wandering thing to go into the town eventually. I know it's past Halloween. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm still a bit in the Halloween spirit. So anyways, I did pick up a couple of video game things. So among them, kind of going on a nostalgia trip for older games that I used to play. NBA Hang Time and Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. And the numbers on there are the prices. I got these games because I'm not really a sports fan. I never really was. I'm not really a sports game fan. But these games were hilarious from my youth just by how they were played, and I wanted to try them out again. That NBA Hang Time was like everyone looks like a bobblehead when they're running around, and they also have fun sound effects for everything. Like every time you make a basket, it's some crazy effect. Ken Griffey Jr. is just fun because there's a home run mode, and there's also just if you play as him in any of the baseball games, you instantly get a home run. If he's playing, he instantly gets a home run no matter how bad you swing. So I thought that would just be fun to go back on my own. Check that out. They were games that I used to get from the library. I've done that a few times before, getting games in different places for that. I picked up the PlayStation 2 Slim, and this was about $40, I believe, when I got it. So, this is really good, and I'm looking forward to it because I've never played a PlayStation. I've wanted to get into it because I have a whole bunch of games that I used to have on the PC. I still have them, but they don't work because they're obsolete. So I wanted to try to get the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 versions of them and try it out on here. And I already have, I believe, a PlayStation controller other than this, but that's cool, at least for me to try out a new console, or new to me. I was never really a PlayStation guy, so I was usually Nintendo. So, anyways. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of stuff here from eBay. This is a big lot, pretty much taking up the entire space here. A couple of instructions in there as well. This was all pretty much from the same person. So a lot of Bionicle in here, a lot of varied Bionicle, different years, different levels of want. There are a bunch of collectathon things in here as well. So for example, I'll take this and this. And these 6 sets are from Bionicle Stars. I have a few of them. I may have reviewed 1 or 2 before, but now I have all 6 of them there, so I can do a collectathon and review with them. I want to do that with a whole bunch more waves of Bionicle and Hero Factory, so that way I just do the reviews in a concise video, and I do a collectathon in the same video. So, you know, it just kind of like narrows down the amount of video work I need to take care of. Alright, so the next wave of collectathon would be these 6 sets from Lego Bionicle 2006. These are the Rahaga, so happy to have those all together. I may have bought them in the past. I only remember having like some of them, not all 6 of them. So happy to have them all there now. There's a couple scattered sets in between. There's Surge from 4.0, Hero Factory Breakout. Just a nice looking set. I always like Surge. I always like blue characters. I like Jay. I don't know, it's just the thing with Lego. I like the blue characters a bit. I still like green, though. This is Surge 2.0. Probably my favorite version of Surge, until I build it and review it and see how they compares. 2193 Jetbug. This was the last of the villains I need to get for Hero Factory or the Yellow File. I know there's only 4 of them, but I've always wanted to get that just to complete it. So maybe I'll do a collectathon just for those villains. You know, another idea. And then over here, we have a whole bunch of sets that are from Glatorians. I have gotten a bunch of these before, some incomplete, some complete, and these 6 are also going to be, you guessed it, another collectathon. So happy to have those together. And with all the parts, because I know some of them there is either a part missing or a part broken, so now they're all good. And there's also from eBay, in the same box, Bulk and Vapor. This was an exclusive set from Toys R Us. I've wanted this ever since I've seen it in the stores, and I didn't really get it until now. But it looks pretty good, and I'm looking forward to talking about it. So yeah, there will be a lot of Bionicle and Hero Factory reviews. There's always been a lot of Bionicle reviews to do. I'm just trying to, again, work everything out, trying to make it better content, and so on. So, you know. There's also a couple other things here from ToyCon New Jersey. I'll just bring them up on frame. These were bags of $10 each for different Star Wars figures. Vehicles. And most of these are complete. From what I've checked with the instructions and rebuilt them, they are complete versions of 1999 to 2000 vehicles, including the X-Wing, the Slave 1, the A-Wing, and a Snowspeeder. I'm not sure when the Snowspeeder is from. Might be 2003-ish. But I'll have to look at that at a later time. It could be a complete set, and I could do a review straight out of the bag for that. This one, I just need to get the mechanic. I have it separately, and I could do a review. This one's complete, and it included an additional Han Solo figure. So I'm really happy for that. And I could do that as a review. The X-Wing, I do not have the small mechanic vehicle and the mechanic himself. I have the mechanic elsewhere, but I don't have the vehicle. So that will not be reviewed, at least immediately. But as a collector, it is nice to get. It's probably my third A-Wing, third Stormtrooper, my second or third Snowtrooper, my first Slave 1, and my second or third X-Wing. So happy to have those as well. This was from Toys R Us. This was about $6 or $7, or during last week, I believe, You could get it for free when you buy a certain amount of $30 or more. So happy to get that. I also got an additional one for Pumpkin Bricks. You probably already seen it on his Instagram. From eBay, I got this as well from a different lot. This is Exotoa, and I included Tahu myself in there just to give an idea of how it's supposed to be used. It's kind of like a skeletal figure that you can add Toa figures into one at different times that make some really cool look for him. So I'm looking forward to reviewing this. It took a bit for the build, but it was a pretty nice, construction. So we'll talk about that later on. There's plenty of Bionicle. Somebody's got to review the Bionicle other than TTV. So, away I go. Last but not least, we have a couple of sets, and I do not have the box, but the LEGO Ideas Bird set should also be here as well. I bought all three of these sets for $40. And that's fantastic because the Birds by itself was selling for $45, this by itself was $10, and this by itself was $8, all Toy-Con, New Jersey. So I kind of negotiated the price down and basically got these two for free while buying the Bird set at the regular retail price. And that's pretty good. I'm looking forward to all three of the sets. I've already built these two. They're pretty fun sets to build. I've waited for I wanted to get this one for a long time because I really like the Miles Morales figure. And I just wanted to try out the rest of the set, but I wasn't really sure about the $15 price point. It's not bad. It's just not, I just wanted to see if there was something else out there. And luckily, that was, half off originally before I negotiated the price. This was half off originally before I negotiated the price. I wanted to get more Minecraft sets, but like Star Wars, I just have a whole lot of LEGO things I want to get. And those themes just kind of take the back burner. Even though they are current, even though they are good, I just... there are other things that I have interest in as well. So I kind of have to play around with those. So that means for this, I will have more to add into the Superheroes Collectathon, which will be airing at some point in the future. I have a bunch of the wall made. I just need to add more figures to it. I still have to figure out how to put Gorilla Grodd and... what's the other one? Not Doomsday. Darkseid. I have to figure out how to fit the big figs onto the wall and still fit the vehicles around there. So... we'll figure it out at some later point. And the bird set I got because, well, I like it, but I also know that my sister and my mom are big into birds. They will like it, and they do. My sister was so excited for the set, and she decided, I'm going to go build it. So I let her have the box, and she's been building at least two of the birds now. She still has to build the robin, but pretty much followed step by step. She doesn't usually build, so that's why I'm emphasizing that. But she's doing a really good job with it. And she has, like I said, one more to build. The Blue Jay is always hard to stand up, but I'll talk more about it at a later time. There's a lot of LEGO stuff to talk about in future videos. I'm not even sure how many are going to be reviewed. I just figure this is just nice to at least know that I got LEGO stuff. So, a lot more to go around and do some more videos with, whether they're reviews or collectathons or something else. We'll see in the future. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry I can't put everything back on frame, but as you can tell, it takes up more than 2 bookshelves, and that's a lot. I also, just going to mention this, I wanted to do a review of this set, 40222, the 24-in-1 Advent Calendar from the LEGO store exclusively. The problem is, I have to do one model at a time for each part of the video. And it's a bit time consuming, and I've just kind of put it on the back burner for a while because of that. You can't build more than 1 or 2 of the items at a time without having to take them apart. I mean, 24-in-1, that's the idea. But I first went into the set thinking, oh, it's like the Advent Calendar where you just like open a different bag and it has a bunch of pieces. You keep that together while you build the ones for the next days. Not quite the case in this one. Is it worth getting? It's okay. It does have some nice parts, I'll give you that. It's just something that I'm personally not into because of the, building only one thing at a time. I think they're all really good models and would be nice to build all of them. I know resale-wise, it usually goes for about $20 or so. So do what you will with it. If you want me to still do the review for that, I will. I'll be okay with it. Just have to give me some time to actually prep the video. We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos. Let me know what you thought about today's video in the comments below. We'll see you later.